The curriculum requires us to introduce music notation. In addition to the familiar treble clef, we have a lot of useful alternatives like chord finger charts, MIDI, lyrics plus chords, and scale degrees using Roman numerals, which will be our focus as they allow us to describe patterns. The ancients described combinations of tones as modes, independent of the particular notes or chords. We start with the octave. If we bisect any string, we get a tone doubled in frequency. That is an octave higher and is designated as the same tone, for example, a high E or a low E. You don't need any musical instruments at all to learn and teach these concepts. It can be done just as easily with singing. You can start by singing an octave. Pick a low note first, then sing it an octave higher. You can find plenty of online free keyboards to use to know what notes you're singing. You can use these to find out your range. Start by singing the lowest note you can possibly hit, then go up an octave at a time to see how many you can do. If we take the starting root tone of a given octave as Roman numeral number 1, we have 12 divisions. So if we start with a root number 1 of G, then the fifth whole tone up becomes G, A, B, C, D. We can use the formula 1-5 to describe this two-chord pattern of G and D. We can play songs with just that couple of tones and do it with one finger. The advantage of 1-5 notation is that we can do it in our head. We can apply it to any root and transpose the two-chord song to suit our voice. So in play by ear, we memorize the ratio between the tones rather than their actual chord or note names. Instead of G, D, we speak of 1-5. We can transpose this to other keys such as
C, G, or A, E,
but it's the same 1-5 progression. Another useful tool without musical instruments is the musical slide rule. You can print these out for my examples, or you might find it better to get the learner to make one for themselves. It only needs a sheet of paper. We first fold it in half lengthwise, then unfold and fold in half widthwise. Then fold twice more, so we end up with 16 nice equal fold marks. Now, across the top rectangles, we write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And in the rectangles below, we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, preferably in Roman numerals. If we cut this in half lengthwise, we have our musical slide rule. We can use it in the next series to transpose progressions. So for example, if we want to find out what a 1-5 progression of D, A will be in the key of G, we slide it along and see that it becomes
G, D.
You could, of course, count this in your head, but the slide rule exercise reminds us of the concept.